bang, zoom to the moon. Everybody calm down. I'm just kidding about the domestic violence. It used to be okay to make jokes like that all the time. I'm not really going to beat the shit out of her mother. I'm going to beat shit into her. Now, this is not as bad as it sounds. It's a bit of a family tradition, okay? Those of us who have business in this area will instantly think it's funny. Everyone else will think it's weird. And undoubtedly will make jokes about themselves later on once they're clear that they're not going to get the shit beat out of themselves by 35 unruly bikers. Because I don't know if you know much about Native Americans. They don't like to get teased. Trail of Tears, not fucking funny. It's not the fucking trail of fucking jokes. It fucking sucked. For real. And it just happened like practically yesterday. Right? And there's plenty of stupid fucking racist little bitches that would like to fucking do it again because, oh shit, there's a bunch of people who hate not just Native Americans in general, but specifically my family. Oh, they fucking hate my family. That's my family. And they're basically still alive and going to stay that way because I fucking said so. I like them. I want them alive. I might fuck them all every fucking day. It's so what? I make pick a bunch of fucking little Magyar Algonquin fucking hybrid kids. Fucking little wings coming out of their backs. I don't give a shit. It's my family. Now, I probably won't do that because there's a limit to how much Pope Leo will accept. We don't want to risk any Nephilim. Also, it's similarly to those of certain faiths, most notably Catholic, Islam, Buddhism not so much, but the Jews especially. They're not real tickled about the idea of little Michael Kuzi being the Jewish Antichrist. I'm not, but I'm basically just like one fold of skin away from it. And then if I want, I guess I can just rip off the rest of my fucking pubes and just fucking risk it. What you can do then, Jews? Huh? You want to kill the Christ again? Yeah, I bet you fucking do. Here's what's going to happen. It's going to work out, okay? I'm going to make a bunch of irreverent jokes. Most of them you won't understand until you're older. Some of you will instantly have aneurysms. Good. I hope it fucking hurts. And it's going to be okay. I'm a storyteller. It's a theater of the mind. I'm in goddamn charge anyway, so fuck it. Just fucking kick back and enjoy the show. I can't really believe that I'm in this position, but the reason why I am is because my family loves me. No one else has ever done this much for them. They thought it was a trick. Now they know it's not. They're like, fuck it, I don't know, doing a rain dance. Like, yeah, go Jackstar. And it's all on the DL because my family's in hiding because apparently whole shitloads of people want to kill them. I guess they got enemies. Yeah, that's my family. They're real mean bastards. Yeah, those are my sweeties. The whole fucking goddamn ragtag bag of them. That's my family. Okay. Now I know quite a few people spent quite a bit of money to make sure that I never got to ever see my family again. And in response to that, I've taken steps, and they've been goddamn effective ones. And without saying too much about what those steps are, once again, my family is beside themselves with ecstatic glee. They're so happy they might teach me how to make salmon into men. I don't fucking know. They got all kinds of shit. And usually they don't want to share their information because historically that doesn't lead to anything but sadness. Since basically all white men are fucking stupid. And clearly I'm the fucking stupidest one of them all because I love that batshit crazy fucking homicidal maniac and all their little bratlings. Oh God, I love them. Yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Jackster, how do you know they won't get out of control? Are you fucking crazy? They're not in control now. I don't want to control them. I want to fuck them. And then let them loose. And then they'll start shitting out babies everywhere. That sounds great to me. You know why? I need more goddamn friends. And as horrifying a prospect as a whole bunch of tiny little half-hybrid Algonquin Magyar fucking homunculi swarming across the surface of the globe might sound to some of you, to me it sounds significantly better than public school. And once again, you don't really get a choice. You had your chance. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I'm going to do because it has recently become aware, or rather I've become recently aware that This ain't got a better plan. I'm kind of hoping I'm the Jewish Antichrist, because whatever the Jewish Christ is, ew, gross. Asshole, smelly, rude, doesn't let me use the phone, expects me to pay for sex, thinks condoms are useful, has this concern about smegma, knows what, can't figure out what the fuck I did about it, sell them the cure. The cold day in fucking hell before I sell you anything, Jews. Pooh, pooh. Why don't you just invent your own fucking cure? Oh, that's right, you can't anything except more reasons to fucking be in denial about how you killed the Christ. Not all Jews, of course, but anyway. I love Jewish humor because they don't have to think it's funny. As long as I'm genuinely trying to make something funny, and I genuinely think it's funny, I don't give a shit if they fucking think it's the worst fucking joke ever. I'll laugh my ass off. You know why? Because they sliced off the end of my dick and they didn't tell me why, and they thought that I should get a job, blah 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 blah, and I'm goyim and blah blah blah, and they treat me like garbage. And then they thought that would teach me how to, know who's boss. Yeah, God. Yeah, God's boss. Hear that, Jews? God, not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not whatever fucking two-faced liar and fucking trickster God you're worshiping this week. Like, I don't want to make too much of a. It's already a joke of religion, so I'm not going to push it too far. And then some Jews have never heard what it sounds like when a goyim speaks. Ever. I guess there's rules. I wouldn't know what they are because I'm not in Tel Aviv or give a shit, right? I have a license to tell jokes about Jews. It was given to me by dead Jews, and it turns out I'm pretty good at telling jokes. And the notion that I could tell a joke that I will laugh about for the rest of my life, over and over and over, no matter how many times I tell it, and not one fucking Jew's ever going to laugh at it, and they're all going to want to kill me. The only way that could be better is if I put on the full Hitler. I'm going to bring back that mustache. That's not really a joke. That's well, I get clearance. I mean, we'll see. I'm going to ease into this. And then the reason why this is funny is because hey, can we get some security around here? Oh, it turns out I'm security. Yeah, so apparently the Jews had me in this binding contract where I was supposed to serve them. Okay, well, I'm fucking serving them for fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner if I fucking feel like it, because they ain't got nothing else that can stand up to me. Because I guess they didn't plan on me being effective. I don't think they planned on Christ being pissed off about being laughed at on his birthday either. So I don't know if Jews ever did plan or just spontaneously, reflexively move towards divinity and shit on it, but I don't want to know. I don't care. There could never be an oven hot enough. I'm not going to hate on them. I'm not going to destroy Jews. I'm not going to. I don't mean to hurt them. I don't care. Do they hurt? I thought you had to have a heart to feel. I don't know. It's not my concern. I'm not talking to anybody. So if there's a whole bunch of Jews that are like keening in existential agony because my jokes are hurting their little tiny Jew feelings, well, maybe they can, thicken up. Maybe they should go to public Jew school, wherever the fuck that is. I mean, I'm not going to be like this forever, and I'm laying it on really thick. But that's largely because today's December 1st. It's 24 more shopping days till ambush day. And this year, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's probably not going to be all the Jews surrendering to me again, since they've done that before and it didn't work. I just collected them all and gave them a spanking in Astral, and then let them go. And then they were masterless for the first time in aeons, and they didn't know what to do. Turns out they don't know how to tell themselves what to do. They have to have a master to rebel against and then watch to kill. It's weird how Jews work. And then I don't even know if they function. Right? This soothes the inner child of mine that used to wonder, but what happened to the end of my dick? No answer. I was never like really agonizing about it, but it did seem weird. Right? And some people get real bent out of shape. I'm fine. So, probably not a very funny joke. So I'm not making a joke, but I do assure everyone I'm not going to flip out. This is as bad as it gets, which I'll admit is pretty bad, since like if we imagine my words as knives verbally stabbing themselves into the psyche of the whatever, and there's nothing they can do about it, and then they have to have my face all over every television screen in the world, and they don't make money and they can't turn it off, and they don't know why it's funny, but everybody's laughing and they feel like they're missing out, and they are because they killed the Christ. And that's going to be terrible. That's going to be terrible. So hopefully that doesn't go on too long and they remember not to kill the Christ again. Seems like that'd be an easy thing to remember, but apparently they couldn't recall not to laugh at an innocent man on camera on court on the birthday of the Prince of Peace after I got fucking ambushed. Like, that wasn't polite. I literally didn't know what was going on. I thought there was some mistake, and then I realized, oh, wait a second. They think they're teaching me a lesson. They think they have me right where they want me. They think they're going to punish me because they wanted to capture my sweetie. And then I had cleverly arranged to save her life, and then they were mad about that, and then they didn't say, hey, we wanted to capture your wife. Fuck you, we're gonna murder. They didn't say that, but I guess that's what they thought. a mere short 4 years ago. Oh, time flies. Huh. Well, I guess that's why you don't trifle with Jack Star, because I can take a joke to the penultimate limit pretty easily. And while I don't hold them any ill will, I will point out that having a master plan that revolves around the idea that they're going to mock the Christ and get away with it and thus prove the non-existence of God, basically a non-starter, since there is God. I am her paladin. I might be her favorite paladin. I don't fucking know how many are around. I don't really get a lot of support since I've been held in an open-air prison incommunicado for 4 years while these fucking whack job moron Satanists try to take me out. Try. Oh, they're desperate. Why can't we kill him? That's strange. How come he keeps coming back to life? I thought he needed a tree for that. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. I don't know how it works. Frankly, it's been a while. I don't really know exactly what the situation is. Remember in Lost where Michael can't kill himself? He gets back to the island and he's, Walt, and he keeps on trying to die, but the bullet never fires and he just can't die. I'm like that, except, well, I don't have a kid, and I scream the name of my sweetie's face when I do that kind of thing. So totally different, but the same principle is, I'm not going to die. I got shit to do, okay? And apparently there's no one else who can do it, so you're stuck with me. So you don't have to be nice to me. I don't know if anybody can be any nicer than you already have been, since I'm kind of an asshole. And then I'm kind of stubborn, and I'm kind of tone deaf. You know, like they say, read the room. How about I do that tomorrow? And in the meantime, I'll just tell jokes about Jews that are funny, because that's what I get to do. I got permission. I'm not going to try it on that, since that would be rude. Hey, stand there and let me tell you jokes about Jews until you laugh. That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't have that kind of permission. Plus, those kids are, well, scared. I'm in a town where people like me aren't usually allowed to live long. And I did say this morning, oh, good thing I'm leaving today. And then I stayed an extra day. Some people are kind of like, hey, wait a second. Well, does that mean we can't trust what he says? No, you can't. No. Since I have freedom. And I fucking feel like it. I might just change my plans at the drop of a hat. Not to fuck anybody intentionally, but if there's dudes who are spying on my communications and they're making plans based on what I say I'm going to do, and then I don't do it, and then they waste all that time and money on trying to kill me, well, it wasn't going to work anyway. But they don't know that. They think, oh, he's just fucking with us. And I am. And then at some point, this is going to drive the troglodyte proletariat mind into just a frenzy. And then they'll probably start turning on each other and ripping each other's jugulars out. And if that happens at the teacher's lounge, so much the better. Because I'd like to get a hug, and though that's not likely to happen today, I don't give a fuck about people who are disappointed that their plans to kill me and mock the Christ are not going to come to fruition. I didn't really think they were going to, and if they did, I wouldn't be here to see it. But I kind of am here to get a sense of the surroundings. I guess there's all this seething from the thoughts of evil men who are just enraged. How dare he be How dare, it's like he's worse than Christ. Now you're getting it. And when I said, yeah, I quit vaping meth, you probably aren't going to like the resultant version any better. Yeah, see, I'm not like you, mortal. Number one, I really never saw it until recently. I have the tolerance of a mayfly. Number two, I know what I'm doing. Number three, I have permission. Number four, all you people who've been running around thinking you're all that for years and leaving me out of the fun. Yeah, I didn't like that. So I guess now you know why you shouldn't taunt the fat kid with the go juice. Since I'm not trying to ruin your fucking life, but if it happens, I'm not going to try to address that in any way other than to giggle. Probably not going to pee on any graves. That's pretty rude. But this is what I do for sexual gratification now. This is more fun than sex. I get to compose. I get to tell. I get to not go to prison. I get to not be hunted down by Mossad. And I get to inflict existential agony and torment on people who I've never even met, who for years have thought that I was their meal ticket. Well, bon appetit. Try putting a little mustard on me. Since I'm not fully thrilled about having been the target of an assassination attempt multiple times. And while I'm not going to carry a grudge, since obviously I've won, I'd like to point out people who are involved in that kind of thing, they should really get the message. I'm not to be trifled with, because number one, I get to do this, and then number two, I'm really learning to like being a fucking obnoxious bastard who rubs it in your face without being at all obvious about how I'm doing it. It's kind of my brand as being a sorcerer. And while if I kept it up for too much longer, unrestrained, I'd be looking at villagers and pitchforks for sure. Since this is pretty challenging, and it does in a way disturb the peace, which is against the rules, the law, in fact. And I don't mean to do that, but this is just day one. They're not going to like day 2s or 3s any better. And if only I hadn't been trifled with, I wouldn't be able to do this. What's more, if there was a girl here I could put my wee-wee in until she goes ooh-ah, then I'd be totally distracted. I wouldn't have time to run my mouth and whine about people who killed the Christ and are in denial about it. I mean, not all Jews are to blame, of course, but some are. I wish we could kill the Christ again. I hate that Christ. Who's this koozie? He seems Christ-like. Let's torture him. Those guys. I don't know how many people are like that, but apparently some. And apparently they don't like my sweetie. They don't like my family. And they set up an ambush on Christmas Eve, and they fucked up my life, and they put me in jail for Christmas, and Christ knows what else. And here it is 4 years later. Not one sorry. Not one hug. It's like they don't like me. Oh yeah, that's right, they don't. and I guess they really don't like that their usual bag of fucking satanic tricks doesn't work, because hi, I'm immortal for a limited time. Big fan of Christ. I'm your worst fucking nightmare Satanist. So ta-da! How nobody saw this coming, I don't know, because well, it has been 4 years, and 7 cars, 6 laptops, 14 cell phones, several women, and apparently I'm supposed to stop vaping drugs and get sober and get a job and stop acting like a since I guess I'm not supposed to wander around having fun, inventing jazz. It's funny what people think. Okay, so I'm gonna think about that guy over there, and I'm gonna decide what he should and shouldn't do, and then I'm gonna make the rules so that no matter what he does, I get to beat him up, and then I'm gonna beat him up and take his money, and then rape his sister. Like people actually have that thought process. Not sure why, but probably because they've never met me. Hopefully, given the global reach of the internet, there won't be that many people left in the next 24 days that will be able to say that they haven't heard of me. Hopefully my visage and legendary status will be spread across the land, at least a little bit, so that everybody knows, oh, that's why we don't mock the Christ. Oh, because we might spawn a Jack Star. Because they did. None of this is my idea. I'd really much rather have lots and lots of fornicative drug sex, but no women around. Well, that are not terrified, and then I don't really like scaring people. Plus, this is much cheaper. I don't get all steaky. And more to the point, this is what my family wants. They want to see me show off. They're proud of me. And they're not dead. That's because of me, baby. Now, what kind of messages we got here? Oh, look at all these chats. I've got 5 people in the stream, but oh, look at all these messages. It's like they wrote a book. Preppy Slay Oi Oi. What's going on? Vengeance for Jesus. That's what's going on. He's running from cops. No, I'm not running. And then I don't see any, but I don't need to run from them. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not out of control. I don't want to disturb the peace. I like this town. I'm not going to lose it. I've been training for years. I know how to calm down. I don't need to suck on my magic pipe to calm down. I can just be calm because I'm a citizen and an adult, right? Some people can't. It's kind of scary. Okay. This town has seen people like that before. It gets ugly. Like there's nothing cool about this, really. Nothing. Except it's by request. I'll never get another chance. So, since I'm not having fornicative sex anyway, why not get on the YouTube and tell jokes that are so cruel and vile and nasty that probably in no other place on earth could I get away with telling them and live to see the next day. America. Now, hopefully it's not that bad, but in a world where Ron Jeremy became a hero, I don't see why I couldn't. I mean, I'm not even showing my dick, right? I'm doing something instead of sex, which I guess means, I don't know, something not as good. Now I'm gonna go to the store. Hey, Lily. I'm here to get a, well, I was thinking about getting some more bison. And be quiet. I want to make sure that everybody knows that I can keep it down. Okay, because it's important. Very important. People who can't control themselves get shot. And they should. It's important that people know what controlling myself looks like, so they don't imagine that I'm just faking it. Demonstration of mastery. Ooh, looky here. Scallops. $25. Well, at least they're kosher. That was funny. And then I don't want to make too much of an emphasis on Jew jokes because people can get the wrong idea. I'm not like that. I don't want to be like that. Some people wish I were, but I'm not. Some people are looking for a new champion. Fuck that. I'm looking for old twat. Ooh. Lemon tart. See if my sweetie were here. Oh. This one time she made me stop at the Safeway and get a can of beer and 2 eclairs, and she proceeded to scarf them down while sitting in the passenger seat. And I asked her, "What the hell are you doing?" And she got so mad because what she was doing was coping. Peppermint. She was having the equivalent of a cheesecake emergency, but she needed carbs, she needed an eclair, and she needed a beer. I still don't know why. It wasn't my business. And then when I laughed at her, after she couldn't answer, she opened the door and puked, which I felt bad for her. I didn't want her to be hurting, but it was pretty funny. Hopefully that kind of thing's not going to happen again. But I have every confidence to believe that it could conceivably be a concern since Sweetie's live. the woman who wasn't supposed to exist and then never loved me. And well, anyway, excuse me. I'm not in control of the situation. Yeah, I knew that.
49. If you have your club card, please scan it now.
Where's my money? Money, money, money. Speaking of money, gosh, I wish I had more. But I have more than a lot of people. I'm lucky.
If you are finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay.
There. This one, no. This one, yes.
If you are finished scanning, please touch Finish and Pay.
Very insistent.
Your card has been accepted. How many store-provided batteries? Your total is $4.49. Please select your payment method. Please wait. System processing.
Almost a $5
Follow the
cheesecake.
instructions on the pin pad.
It is an emergency. You know that feeling when you put your card in and you hope it works, but you're not sure? I don't have that feeling.
Please remember.
Good night. So, in case anybody's wondering if I have money, well, I have cheesecake. Got it better than money. And verifiably say I didn't cause a scene, although it's a small town and I'm famous across the goddamn galaxy, so I think they know that something's up. And I don't want. Yeah, I just got disconnected. I sincerely apologize. I don't mean to hurt anybody. I really don't. And I don't mean to giggle when I find out that grown-ass adults are terrified of little Michael Kuzi telling jokes about Jews every day till Christmas. Why? What am I going to do? Fucking inflict. Oh shit, that's right, I can do that. Anyway. Y'all get used to it, okay? Honestly. It's been a long time since that terrible event. The show really was horrible. I'm not going to let another one happen. It'd be a perfectly good waste of labor force. I know what Jews are good at. I can dominate them with my mind. I don't have to since they're terrified of me. Basically, it's a win-win all around, except for Jews who thought that I was their goyim. And if there are any Jews left who think that I'm going to be re-goyimable, no, I'm really not. Yeah, pretty much lost your ticket for Jackstar, which is fine. You didn't really want me anyway. You just wanted the fruits of my labor, which you thought were going to be easy to extract, right? Okay, let's just put a camera over his shoulder and then watch what he does and then duplicate it. And then we run. Uh-huh.